$80 guitar off Amazon. Are you kidding me? 80 bucks with a roasted maple neck? Welcome back to another episode of Legacy Grooves. I'm Gooch, and today we're going to review another guitar. This is a guitar that I purchased off of Amazon, and it was 80 bucks. Let's get this thing out of the box and see what we got. All right, moment of truth. Let's see what brand this guitar is. I don't know how you pronounce the name of this company. It's spelled G-R-O-T-E. Grote. Awesome. This guitar is sick. I can't believe it's 80 bucks. I seriously, I cannot believe this guitar is 80 bucks. Just from looking at it right now, it's pretty sick, and I'll tell you a couple of reasons why. The first thing is, this is a roasted maple neck on a guitar for 80 bucks. I mean, the neck alone is worth more than 80 bucks. It's got a pretty sick paint job. You know, it's a brown, metallic brown color, right? Which is unique. You don't see a lot of that. And it's got a pearloid pick guard and this little toggle right here is something special. So you have your normal 5-way selector switch, tone knobs, 2 tone knobs, and a volume knob. But this guy right here is going to be to where you get one more option. So you have 5-way selector switch, and you switch this guy. It could be a coil tap on the humbucker to where you get just a single coil out of the humbucker. The other thing I was going to mention that's cool about this guitar, super cool, is this joint right here between the neck and the body. On a Stratocaster Fender, this is just a square, and your hand gets stuck there. They made this guitar with the relief cut here, this comfort cut, so when you're playing these higher frets, you know, around 12 and above, your hand is able to smooth down that transition right there. Okay, now I will say this guitar is not perfect, okay? It needs some stuff right at the back, because these frets on the edges are super sharp. They're sticking out past the edge of the fretboard. So that's gotta be fixed. Okay, that's something that, you know, if I was a beginner and I bought this guitar and didn't know how to work on guitars, that would be a problem. Cool, let's check it out, let's go play it. Let's give this guitar a test drive. We're gonna, you know, go through the switch and find out what this switch does and see what these pickups sound like, and then maybe we'll play a little bit of backing track to see, you know, what we can do with this guitar. I'm kind of worried about the frets, to be honest, and they are very sharp. put them in like 80s yacht rock band or something. So it is definitely a coil tap, which is super cool. I mean, the fact that this thing has a coil tap on it is really cool. So what that does is it turns this humbucker into a single coil. So yeah, the guitar's cool. The pickups are not. They need to be fixed, but they can be fixed. So we're gonna go ahead and do some upgrades to this guitar. We're gonna do some fixing to it. It's got, the sharp fret ends. There's some buzz going on up here. The action's sweet. I mean, I love this. They actually set really nice on this guitar. So I don't see a ton wrong with this thing. It's really, for 80 bucks, this has been so far out of that range of guitars I've ever played. This is probably my favorite so far. With all that stuff said, let's get to it. Let's get to some of the repairs that we want to make to this guitar, and let's swap out these pickups. Let's do it. So we just played the guitar. We realized there's a couple of things that need to be, touched up to make this guitar more user-friendly, we'll say. Pickups sound rough. They need to be replaced. The frets are ultra sharp. I mean, ultra sharp. So I got a sneaky suspicion that means we're about to have to do some fret work on this bad boy. Outside of that, this guitar is pretty sweet. I like the guitar. A couple little things here and there, and this could be a really killer guitar. Let's go ahead and get the strings off of this. We'll check the frets, see if they're level. We'll check the neck, make sure it's level and flat, and then we will go from there. Let's get these strings off though, okay? Okay, let's check to see if the neck is level. This thing is dead level. I mean, that's a first good sign. Dead level. No air underneath them at all. No rocking. There's no air here, and there's no air on either end. Let's check to see if these frets are flat. Okay. So this bad boy is rocking, but it ain't rocking in the way you want an electric guitar rocking. So that means we need to do a fret level job on this. Okay, all right, let's get to it. We're gonna fix the edges of the frets. Okay, that's already 1,000,000% better. Let's go ahead and start taping this up. Leveled the frets and we polished the frets and they look pretty sweet. I can see my reflection in them. Can you see my reflection? Next thing we're gonna do is take all this tape off, clean up the fretboard a little bit, and then we'll take off the pick guard and see what we got going on with the electronics in here. Let's do that. got the guitar neck all cleaned up, got it as straight as an arrow, polished the frets. I can see my reflection in those frets. Is this guitar worth 80 bucks? You let me know. Let's go ahead and clean up each of these fret edges. We don't need to do a whole lot, just enough to round them over so they're not sharp on that little corner there, okay? Let's do that real quick. That is one smooth neck. That neck is smooth. I can't wait to play on that neck. I can't wait to play this guitar. All right, let's take the pick guard off and see what we are working with in the electronics department. I got a sneaky suspicion it's gonna be the kind of stuff that we ain't gonna wanna use, but we don't know until we get in there, so let's check it out. So you have your usual suspects, right? You got ceramic magnet single coils, and this is gonna be a ceramic magnet humbucker, right? You have the miniature size potentiometers, the dime pots as they call them, these green capacitors, the green. You got this import style switch. It's kind of got like a circuit board on it. And then you have this little switch here to turn this humbucker into a single coil, which that's a cool feature. You know, not very many, I mean, any of these lower budget guitars are doing stuff like that. So that's a cool thing that they added here on this one. Okay, so we got the pit guard off, and like we were saying, it's got the usual suspects here. We'll take those off and replace those with better quality pickups. We're gonna keep the basic stuff like the switch and the pots. Okay, we got some soldering to do. Some of the soldering joints are kind of crappy, but I'm just gonna basically replace the pickups. Okay, we're gonna keep these because the reason why is I want to make this video to show that you could take a cheap guitar and add just pickups, and it'll make a massive difference. You don't have to change all this stuff. You can just change just the pickups out of it, and it'll be like way better. I've used this brand before. It's a brand called FLEOR, and they are like inexpensive pickups, but you get pretty good bang for your buck. I mean, this is a humbucker pickup. They wrap it in foil. For whatever reason, they wrap it in foil, which is cool. But check it out. It's a FLEOR humbucker, and it's made with Alnico 5 pole pieces. Okay, so there's that one, and then these are Alnico 5 single coils, and we only need 2 of them. But the pack was cheaper than buying them individually, so I just got the set. So we don't need the bridge in this case. We'll set that to the side. But these are also Alnico 5 magnets. You can see in the back, it doesn't have that ceramic magnet crossing over the pole pieces. But these are gonna sound exponentially better than what we got stock with this guitar. So without further ado, let's start putting this pit guard back together and getting this guitar back in action. All right, let's go plug it in and see what this bad boy can do. I can't wait. So we got the guitar all cleaned up, polished up, and fixed the frets, and we threw these new pickups in there. These pickups, I think they're gonna sound pretty sweet. I'm excited to play this thing. Let's throw some gain in this bad boy. I've got a backing track that I wrote a while back. It's gonna be great for some leads. Let's just fiddle around with it, see what we got, all right? My take on this guitar is this thing is sweet. I'm loving this guitar. I really just love playing it. It's fun to play. It was fun to work on, and it was fun to install the modifications, install the upgraded pickups, and it's really fun to play. I mean, it's got a lot going for it. I had a lot of fun in this episode. I really enjoyed playing this guitar, and I really enjoyed working on it. And I hope that you enjoyed watching it, and if you maybe picked up some pointers, and maybe you picked up a guitar, who knows, let me know. But with all that said, again, I really appreciate you watching, and thank you again for checking out another episode of Legacy Grooves.